alive, and these Void Rays are charged now, taking out 3 queens. Oh, is he going to lose that Void Ray? Does get it down, but still 2 more on in backing him up. He is going to lose this hatchery. I don't see any way that Sen can actually defend it. Oh, actually, he's got a lot of Hydras on the way. This could be it. He's going to lose another one.
Oh, and he loses the charged Void. Only 2 left. Air weapons is going to be finishing soon, though. So that could make quite a difference here. Warriors have a relatively quick rate of fire, so, you know, air weapons makes quite a big difference on them.
Yeah, most definitely. Sen still does have this bottom watchtower in case he does see. Oh, look at that. Does he? Oh, I always watch this Xel'Naga tower and expect him to see the expansion going down here, but you can actually only see the geysers. So you have to wait until they get their gas before you can see what's going on. But we do have Kiwikaki bringing out his Void Rays. The +1 air weapon is done. He's got 5 Void Rays here. Sorry, 4 and a Phoenix. Lots of Hydras though. And Sen does have his
very
creep.
Fast on that creep.
Yeah, he does have that creep almost done.
Yeah, he's definitely spreading his creep relatively well around his base. Would like to see a little bit more around the rest of the map, but going to be able to defend relatively easily here. But I'm just surprised that Kiwikaki didn't, you know, abuse that cliff. He just kind of sat over here by the Xel'Naga tower side, harassed that base, and then just kind of left instead of, you know, walking over into the main where there's literally no defense other than 1 queen. It would take forever for those Hydras to get all the way around to the main. So I'm really surprised he didn't go for that strategy.
Yeah, we do have Sen actually poking in here at the 3rd base. But he does see that it's up at least. And Kiwikaki does have 6 Void Rays now. See, this build is extremely strong. I don't think any Zerg player has really figured out a strong defense to it yet. Because you just cut up the Void Rays. Sorry, cut up the Hydras with Force Fields really easily. He's got Kiwikaki has 5 sentries, full of energy. We've got Corruptors coming out now, which should help with this. But really, Senny's going to have to cancel that hatchery.
Absolutely. There's just no way he's going to be able to hold that.
We do have a Fleet Beacon coming out for Kiwikaki as well, as his 3rd base is up and running now.
Ooh, I hope we see some carriers. That would make me so happy.
Come on, Sen, cancel the hatchery. Does just get the cancel off. But we can have a look here. We got 158 supply for Sen, 139 for Kiwikaki, and 69 to 74. So Kiwikaki definitely pulling ahead here, if ever so slightly.
Yeah, absolutely. As soon as these probes start mining on this 3rd, yeah, his income's gonna shoot upwards. At least a little. There we go. At least shoot up to being a little over even.
Yeah, we got about 2k minerals income for both players right now. We've got 600-700 gas as well. So both players setting themselves up for a nice macro game. The problem I can see with this is if Kiwikaki does decide to push and doesn't give Sen enough time to reinforce, it could be all over right there. But this is the same build versus the same kind of counter build that we saw Sen use to almost take a win off of Kiwikaki on Xel'Naga Caverns yesterday.
Here comes an attack from Sen on the 3rd. A force field gets dropped down, partially blocking the ramp, but these just are not going to be enough cannons, and the force field is just a little bit too late. He's bringing his entire army, but it has to walk all the way around, all the way through his main base, which is why I don't think that was such a good placement for that expansion. It just takes so long for his army to get back here.
Yeah, we have that Nexus going down now. Whoa, lots of these Corruptors going to work on the Void Rays. Lots of corruption going down. There's so many units coming in.
All these Zealots are trapped in his own units, not even attacking. Void Rays are doing tons of damage, though. Should be able to clean up this army. Even though Kiwikaki had some pretty bad positioning there, force fields that really did a lot of damage, and his Void Rays are just decimating everything.
Yeah, there's just so many Void Rays. I'm not sure how Sen is going to be able to whittle these numbers down. He needs a lot more Hydras. He's got some Infestors now. Maybe if he drops... Well, actually, if he drops a ridiculous amount of Infested Terrans, that might help out the Hydras, but I don't know. I haven't actually seen that in work. But we have a Mothership almost coming out, so...
We do have an Infestor here in his army, so we could be seeing some fungal growth on these Void Rays. Definitely, I think, would be a great way to deal with them.
I want this Mothership to come out already. There we go.
Oh, so targeting the Nat hatchery, and it is going down very, very fast. Charging up. Now he's charged up, doing immense amounts of damage. He did get fungal, but it's not going to affect him that much with only 1 fungal growth and not enough units to support the Zerg army. I don't see Sen coming back from this. It's just so... He let him get to such a high Void Ray count that it's going to be very, very... almost impossible to deal with this big of an army.
Yeah, he does have a few Hydras now, but yeah, like I was saying, like once you get to those this kind of number of Void Rays. Like, you can get a lot of them down to low health, but they just mulch everything you can think of. This Mothership's out now working to defend this third base for Kiwikaki. He's mined out in his main. He's almost mined out in his natural, but still, there's nothing the Sen really has to deal with these Void Rays and calls GG.
Yeah, I really think